Okay, nerds, you asked for a tour of all the handheld devices that I own. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you every single handheld gaming device that I have in my collection. Most of them I've acquired in the last 12 months. You've been seeing many videos that I've been putting out about them. So let's just kind of dive into it, guys. Welcome back to another video that is going to be raw and just kind of more video diary style. So welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Let's get into it. Okay, the first device that I've got in my collection is the XP G350. I like this one a lot. It's pretty. It feels clunky. It has good weight to it. This device came out, I believe, to compete with the R36S, which in my opinion, this device beats out. The quality of the build, in my opinion, just feels significantly better. The buttons reminds me kind of an old Retroid device kind of style. The D-pad is superior in my opinion. And the overall build just feels a lot more polished. I also love that I can swap out charging devices a lot easier. Some of my emulation devices require a certain wattage. I can literally use my Steam Deck charger to charge this, which is just amazing. As you can see, I've got some Banjo-Tooie kind of running right now. The way that I've used this device historically is I basically make this my N64 dedicated device. If you're new to the channel, I really try to decentralize my technology, especially my handheld gaming devices, because I want each device to have a specific function. Therefore, I have better experiences with each device. So if I want to play N64, I'll pull this out, which makes this device feel special in a sea of devices, while also making sure that I feel like I'm connecting with some of the backlog games, like my N64 library, in just a more intentional way. So overall, the G350 has been really cool. It's been fun. I got this in the timeline of collection probably towards the middle when I started getting more and more devices. This came at a recommendation from somebody else. I can't even remember who, but I've actually been very impressed with the build on this device. It's been great to run some N64, and it's just been really fun. Yeah, it's been a really fun device. Okay, let's keep it moving. Next device in this entire Gator box that I have of devices. Let's just actually go for something a little bit fun and unique. This is the Retroid Pocket Flip 2. I got the black model. So far I've gotten no hinge issues, thank God. It's beautiful, really, really nice. I love the build quality on this. It feels very premium. Obviously you pay a premium for this device, but it's felt amazing. I love the glow on the joysticks. When I bought this originally, I was going to make this my dedicated PS2 emulation device. I never got around to really setting that up because I got so just busy with shooting content. So what this ended up becoming was a tester device, while also running some GameCube as the primary driver. Oh, I take that back. No, this was actually running a lot of Wii. This was running exclusively Wii content for a long time, and then it became a tester device for myself. I haven't traveled with this device, but man, it feels really premium. And now that I'm actually holding this again, it's been kind of neglected, which is shame on me. But I really like Retroid. I think they're really polished. The device feels very nice. The D-pad it's really good. That feels so nice, really nice. Just a few callouts here. It does get pretty warm right here in the center of the device, especially when you're running it for a long time. But it's an Android device, so I have no complaints. One thing that I wish I had done on this device was run a full Morrowind, open MW kind of playthrough of Morrowind. This would be really, really fun, as well as running some PS2. So I've been really happy with it. I am a little bit hesitant with just my history with hinges. I don't really like opening it and closing it a ton, which maybe is why it hasn't gotten the love that it kind of deserves, is because I've just kind of been afraid to use it. I've been traumatized by the next device, which was my Mio Flip V2. I don't have it anymore. I'll throw in some B-roll for you. But essentially, I had it for about a week, and then the hinge gave out. It literally cracked, which was super sad because I was super excited to play that device. Really, really bummed. I ended up returning it. They refunded me, so there's no foul game on the company. But I was really disappointed with that. And ever since then, every hinge device that I get, I'm very skeptical of. and a little bit just, I don't know, I don't feel like I can really enjoy it because I'm scared that I'm going to break it. And I'm not rough by any means. I take very good care of my devices. I always travel with a case, and when I'm not using it, I always have it in storage away from dust and debris. So, yeah, I mean, holding this device has been great, but I just haven't used it, and that's because of the trauma of the Mio Flip V2. All right, let's move on to the next device. We're gonna spice it up. Okay, this one is not an emulation device, but it is a handheld gaming device, and I'm really proud of it because I got it in box. Yes, this is the new Nintendo 2DS XL. Got the black and blue one. The reason why I got this was because I wanted a device that I could just have as a display unit. It's really, really cool. I never had the 2DS as a kid, so I was excited to just add this to my collection. If I do end up unboxing this device, I will probably end up modding it and making this like a home device. Like, I don't leave the house with this kind of, I want to keep it premium. And that is because I have, that's right, if you're not new to the channel, you'll know exactly what I'm about to show you. And that is my Glacier White 3DS XL, fully been rehoused. Look at the beauty. Every time I open this thing, I swear, man, so freaking gorgeous. I have installed new screens, top and bottom, all new buttons, new joystick. I got I think it's a 128 or 256 gigabyte memory card installed on the inside. I got an external shell, an external white, like external body case. And then the most beautiful part is that this was bought and the like red body is all scuffed up and used. This has completely been rehoused in a Glacier White Japanese import all white DS, which is a real throwback to my original DS Lite, which I got like a week or two after it dropped. I went to GameStop and I picked up the DS Lite all white body, and then I went on a week-long vacation to the Outer Banks where I had a brand new DS Lite and I played Mario 64 DS the whole week. So this redesign, this new body shell is really a homage to my original DS Lite. And this thing really is the thing that I'll travel with over my 2DS, which if I ever unbox it, that's how I'll use these devices. Love this thing. It's modded. A lot of great time spent on my 3DS XL. Okay, let's keep it moving. Let's see what I got here. Okay, this is more of a recent ad, and this will be the part where I say, if you want to win this, you should join my newsletter and my Discord, because I'm going to be giving away one of these guys. That's right. This is what is this called? I think they just call it the TV emulator device. I'm looking on the back here. Anyway, there it is. It's called the R36T Retro TV device. Let's see if I can turn it on. Oh, and the volume is blasting. Okay. I was obviously playing Pokemon Leaf Green. Let me turn all the volume all the way down. It's very loud. The sound quality on this actually is very good. This is a device that a company sent to me to review, and I have a bunch of them. So I'm going to be giving away several of these devices. And if you want to win one of these, just subscribe to my newsletter. The link is in the description, and it's also for free. The newsletter is completely free, and I share a bunch of background stories that I don't share in video format on my YouTube channel. So anyway, this device is cool because I feel full permission to just beat this thing up. All right, it's a little quirky. The D-pad is unique. Okay, for a lot of creators I saw online, this seems to be the thing that people complain about the most. For me, this feels like an RPG machine. Okay, I don't know about you, but certain devices just, they tell me what they're meant for. And when I held this for the first time, I'm like, okay, this is an RPG machine. So of course I got Pokemon running, and it's been great. It runs perfect. There's no performance issues for some of the lower spec games. This is definitely an entry device. Okay, so I would compare this to some of the early Ambernick devices. This is definitely an entry device, which is not necessarily a bad thing at all. If you're dedicating this device to one thing, I recommend it be Pokemon or RPG games on the Game Boy Advance and earlier. So anything Game Boy Advance and earlier, I think you'll have a really good time. I actually like the joypad on this a lot. I love that it's got RGB. The buttons feel actually pretty good. And the unique feature is that it's supposed to be like an old school TV, right? It's got that old school TV bezel going on. It's just kind of a unique piece. So I'll probably keep one for a display unit in my actual like wall collection. I'll probably keep one for like a, throw in the pocket, travel with it kind of thing. It's cool, and it's got some nice little shoulders here. Can't speak. Shoulder buttons here in the back, which feel very reminiscent of some of the older kind of emulation devices. The positive though is that it has these little bezels, right, where I can really dig in and hold it. I like that a lot. Okay, so some of the other emulation devices that you'll see here actually have a flat back, which is fine. But when you use the triggers, I have a natural place to kind of put my fingers, which is really nice. So believe it or not, this is a cheap device. It can't run everything on like the PS1 and up, which is fine. That's not what it's meant for. If you're gonna run early like NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, this is a cool device, man. I'm very thankful for it. So if you want to win one, like I said, join my newsletter and I will give one lucky person, or maybe two, depending on how things shake out, one of these devices. I'll mail it to you as a way to say thank you. So let's keep it moving. This has been pretty fun, actually. Keep it moving. All right, what do we have next? Okay. Oh, this is a throwback, guys. This one is part of the reason why we're even filming this video today. This whole channel really launched because I was gifted the Ambernick RG35XX. This, to me, might be one of the most important devices that I own. It literally was so impactful that I did a 30-day challenge, traveled the world, literally to Asia and back with just this device, and it changed my entire perspective of gaming. Okay, we live in a world where we have everything available at our fingertips, right? My Steam Deck can do everything, right? Even some of the ROG Ally devices. It's truly a one and done device. So when my buddy gave this to me right before I left for a 16 and then a 12-hour flight back to back, he's like, dude, take this with you, all right? Play some old games, you'll love it. I was like, it feels like it's kind of a gimmick, right? That's what I kind of said. But you know what? I played this device and exclusively Pokemon Crystal for like 30 or 40 days straight. And I was on so many different airplane rides, like crazy long airplane rides. And this was my companion. And it completely changed how I view gaming and ultimately was the stepping stone into collecting handhelds and ultimately launching this YouTube channel. So I feel thankful to this device for a lot of reasons. For me, it holds a special place in my heart. So some of the flaws I overlook because of its impact. This is not the Plus or the new model. This is the original RG35XX device, and I love it. This device for me, it can run up to the PS1 fairly well. The form factor, because there's not a joystick, I think that the best way to use this device is similar to the previous one, is only run like NES through PS1. And for me, this was exclusively my Game Boy Color device. So when I got done with Pokemon Crystal, I ended up playing some of the Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, the Zelda games on this device, and that was really, really fun. So for me, this is like my Game Boy Color, and I've bonded with this device in a really, really special way. So I'm very, very thankful for my buddy giving it to me because it launched this channel, but also just the experiences I had with it have been just so freaking amazing. So thank you, Ambernick. Very, very thankful. And thank you, Steven, for giving me this device. All right, we'll keep it moving, guys. Let's see what else we got here. We got a lot left, believe it or not. All right, okay. Oh, man. I don't know when this video that you're watching right now is going to be dropped because I've already filmed this next video about the device I'm about to show you. So depending on when you're watching this video, the next video that I'm referencing may already be out. So I don't know. But this device, this one hit me, man. The unboxing of this device hit me hard, and that is the original PSP. All right, I'll give you a very short story. This is how much this device impacted me, okay? I was in late middle school, early high school time frame when I got this. Actually, no, sorry. It was exclusively exclusively high school when I got this device. It was ninth grade to be specific, and I was in English class, and I remember it was Christmas. My mom got me the silver PSP 2000, which came with the Family Guy UMD movie. I got Spider-Man, and I was also gifted a game called Valhalla Nights, okay? So this device was mind-blowing. I had never experienced mobile gaming like I did when I got a PSP. My whole world just blew up. I basically didn't play my consoles for like almost a year. I exclusively played my silver PSP. Went through some hard times in life like a lot of us do. I ended up having to liquidate my entire collection, including my silver PSP, which was kept in really good condition. Anyway, I made it through that hard time, you know, yada yada. Go watch. There's a whole video I put out about it. I won't bore you with the details twice. But anyway, I started rebuilding my collection, obviously this year, and I ended up getting the PSP 3000 Black Edition, fully modded, and I've been able to experience some classic PSP titles all over again. And this was just an emotional unboxing for me, and healing in many ways, because as I mentioned in the video, when you go through hard times, it's easy to despair, right? And sometimes you have to make hard choices. And for me, liquidating my collection of video game stuff to make sure that my family was provided for after losing my job, it was a hard moment, right? But then I landed back on my feet, have an amazing career, and I've been able to recollect some classics. And when I bought this and got it shipped to me, I opened it up and it was very emotional. It was a symbol of triumph. It was a symbol of overcoming. So this device is very, very important to me. I love you, PSP. All right, we'll move it on. Something a little bit more modern. And this, you know, this isn't like unique or crazy by any means, but I certainly have gotten some good life out of it. And that is my Switch OLED. Okay, it's been cool. I've got a pretty big backlog, but believe it or not, what has impacted me the most on the Switch OLED is just my backlog of JRPGs. This feels like a JRPG machine to me. Yes, you've got classics like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, but for me, what has been the most impactful on my OLED Switch really is just gorgeous JRPGs. And that's been really, really fun. Like games like Persona 5, for instance, has been really, really beautiful on the Switch. Also, I've got some like crazy random AAA games in there, like The Witcher 3, which doesn't even feel like I should be able to play that on the Switch, which is really weird, and Red Dead, which is also very interesting to play. But anyway, this has been a good travel companion as well. It's been there for me through a lot of different seasons of life, and this is a throwback device to me. It's not new by any means, but it's definitely been there for me through some good gaming sessions. All right, we'll keep this thing moving. I've got several more devices, guys, and I appreciate you all hanging in there because I love shooting these kind of raw videos. I love doing the heavy edits, but sometimes it's just nice to connect with my community in a more raw fashion. All right, we'll do, this one's good. This one's really good. The TrimUI Brick. All right, this device is critically small, okay? And I do have larger hands, but this feels very small compared to my other devices. So here's an Ambernick, okay? And of course it's not gonna look that crazy different. Let's see if I can get there. So there's a size difference in both width and height, which is not being represented on camera very well right now, but this just feels a lot smaller. The body feels a lot smaller. It's thinner. It's obviously a lot lighter, but it feels premium. And this has been really fun. TrimUI Brick actually sent me this device to review it, and it's been great. I love the shoulder buttons on this device. It's got like a little ledge. See if you can see that there. A little focus going right here. Focus in here, camera. See that? See that ledge? I really like that ledge. It's got that old kind of Game Boy cartridge slot thing going on right there, and I really like that. I really like, this device has been really, really, really cool. It's been really fun to play with. I haven't spent a ton of time with it, not yet, but it's been fun to test. I've been mainly testing just like my entire backlog, so this hasn't been dedicated just yet to one console, which is kind of how I use all of my devices. Each device gets a dedicated series of games or dedicated console, and that's how I keep all of my consoles feeling unique and special. So more to come on this one, but I've been very surprised. The D-pad on this thing is wicked, man. Like, Oh, that's like really wicked. I love the buttons as well, and I'm not just glazing here. I really do like the D-pad. The D-pad can really make or break a device, and I'm sure you know that as well. Been very happy with it. It feels very premium, feels very high quality. Thanks for sending this to me, guys. Really appreciate this one. All right, what we got next? All right, this one's cool. And we're going to go with purple again, another purple device. This is the Retroid Pocket 5, and this is my exclusive GameCube game system. Let's see if I have it charged. Oh, I do have it charged. Okay, that's fun. Let's see if I can turn the brightness up. Where's the freaking brightness indicator? That's embarrassing. Anyway, I exclusively use this device for GameCube, which is really freaking cool. I have been playing Animal Crossing. I played Twilight Princess, obviously, some Star Fox in here. Really cool device. The form factor is great. In my opinion, this is a lot easier for me to pick up and play than the Flip version. Right? These are both the same like chipsets. Right? The only difference is form factor. This feels easier to pick up and play. It just feels easier and less like risk of breaking. Really love the triggers on this, guys. I really, let me see if I can get nice and close here for you. Look at that. Yeah. Love the triggers on this guy. Love it a lot. Buttons feel premium. I mean, you're obviously paying a premium for this device. Joystick is great. I love the classic kind of GameCube styled colors here, which is why I got this device. I exclusively bought this color scheme for a GameCube device. That's all I run. Also, I've been playing old school RuneScape on this. So instead of playing it on my phone, I've been playing it on this device. It's just kind of been more fun for me that way. It's kind of random, but yeah, it's been pretty fun. Okay, what do we got next, guys? All right, I'll do this one next because I've kind of already mentioned it in some ways. It's the R36S. All right, this was the TikTok device. Everyone on TikTok had this. Everyone on YouTube had this device. I'll be honest with you. It's okay. Okay, so when I compare it to like the G350, they're competing with each other, right? This came first. This came next. Massive build quality difference, in my opinion. The R36S, the shoulders here, they feel fairly cheap. Okay, obviously, I mean you're paying cheap, so that's the thing to consider as well. It's a great entry device. Okay, but if I had to personally pick an entry device, I'd go for an Ambernick device personally. I'd go for this over this. The R36S though is like maybe you have a kid and you want to let them play some classics. This is the thing, because if it gets broken, if it gets sticky fingers, it's not the end of the world. Okay, it's very cheap to buy one of these guys. But you definitely sense that as well. It can't run, N64 exceptionally well. When I was doing some testing, it was like really hit or miss. Which it could also be because of the different ROM quality of what comes included. So highly recommend that you insert your own ROMs that you totally own legally, of course. Wink, wink. But yeah, this device is okay. But it's one of those devices that you just kind of have to have because you can really rough it up and it's not gonna hurt, right? I got this really just to review it. Now, what is cool, okay, you do have dual joysticks, which is kind of fun. They do click in, which is cool. Again, for me though, recommendation, I would really recommend only playing original Nintendo all the way up through maybe some light PS1. I think I ran some PSP on here too, but yeah, I would recommend kind of staying below the PS1 and below is where I would say this device should be utilized. It's okay, but if I had to pick, obviously, if you want the same sort of functionality, go for the G350. Not sponsored, not affiliated. This feels significantly more premium. So I like this guy a lot. And once you get to this price point, you might as well start considering one of these guys. Okay. Again, Ambernick has been really great. So very thankful for that one. All right, we'll keep it moving. And since we're talking about Ambernick, I actually don't have it to show you because it's packed away. I got the Ambernick. I think it's called the RG556 model, and then they released the 557. The 556 model was like their landscape model. Okay, it was really kind of in this kind of play world. Obviously, the power between the Retroid 5 and the 556 were very different. Okay, the Pocket 5 swallows the 556 every single day. But what I got the 556 for was really to just play some GameCube stuff, which is I actually got the 556 before this device. The 556 ended up having a pretty significant issue. Had it for about a week, and then I got puffy battery, like so bad that it actually began to break the case open. At first I thought there was like a loose screw, but nope, the battery got so puffy it literally split at the seams, which is unfortunate because the actual form factor on the 556 is incredible. I love the little grips that are actually built onto the device, and I actually really like that a lot, because this device needs some grippies, because your hands will get tired playing it like this. Just the position is a little bit tough. All right, we got 3 more devices, guys. Really excited for a couple of these. I'll save the most impactful one for last, which means I will do one of my favorites I got this year, which is obviously my Steam Deck, guys. This thing has been a dream. I feel like I put out a Steam Deck video every other week. Not glazing. I legitimately feel like gaming has been transformed by this device. My backlog on this device is just absolutely freaking incredible. Also, the backlog on my freaking Steam Deck has just been so impressive. I have a budget of about 30 to 40 bucks a month that I am allowed to spend on new games, and I've basically only been buying games on my Steam Deck. The best game I've been playing so far, or sorry, no, not so far, just most recently, believe it or not, is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. I'm doing a full villain run, which has been really fun to do. So yeah, I've been loving this. Obviously, I put out so much content about the Steam Deck, and rightfully so. This thing has literally transformed the way that I experience gaming as a whole. So love this thing. I won't spend too much time on it because I have so many videos that you can watch on this device, but it's been absolutely incredible. Okay, I got 2 more. All right, and again, the last one is the most important one. I'm gonna start a sunset here, guys, with another Ambernick device. It's the RG35XX SP. A hinge device, yes. Have had no issues with the hinge. This is my SP Renaissance device. I love this thing so freaking much. I basically only play Pokemon on this device. I love the color. The D-pad's so great. The screen is great. Love the double shoulder buttons here. Love that. That's really freaking cool. The one major drawback I have with this device is it requires a specific charger. I can't use like a generic USB-C device, which means if I'm traveling, I got to pack an extra one. So that's one drawback. But the beauty of this device really is the form factor, and the quality of this thing is so nice. So really, these devices are essentially the same, but you get the form factor here. And I believe I got this for $65, and I thought it was fairly worth it. Again, this is my Pokemon machine. I've done a lot of Pokemon ROM hacks on this device, and I just love it. It's been so fun to use this thing, really cozy. And I love that I can just close it up, boom, put it in a pocket, ready to rock and roll. This thing's great. Love it a lot. And the color, man, they have a lot of cool colors. The red, for me, just, I don't know, it kind of sold me on the red. Okay, last device, legitimately probably one of the most important devices for me and for this entire channel. That is my PS Vita. This device is modded, and I've been able to experience games on this form factor that have just literally made me feel like a kid again, and I'm very thankful for it for a number of reasons. One, I put out a video. It was one of my earliest videos on this channel. I think if not the first video that I put out on this channel, where I covered my time playing the PS Vita exclusively for 30 days, and that video blew up. Like I got like 20,000 views, and I'm so thankful for that video because it allowed me to express my love for gaming through handhelds in a content creation form. And this device literally put this channel on the map. And I've played so many great games, most notably Persona 4 Golden. Put out a whole video of my journey playing just that game, just this device, no other gaming devices, for like 45, 60 days. And I loved every minute of it. I think I really had a gaming revival when I experienced this device for like 45, 60 days. Traveled across the world with just this device as well. It was amazing. I remember sitting in cafes in Asia just with this device, and it was so freaking amazing. So this is my entire collection of handhelds, and I don't think I've forgotten any other ones, but if I do, I'll include it in the description in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching a really cozy, chilled out tour of all my handhelds that I own. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great freaking day. Make sure you go check out my other videos, and I'll see you all around every Friday at 11 Central, 12 Eastern. Hope you guys have a great week, great holidays. Talk to you soon. Bye.